everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Lola, and today I'm gonna be starting a new Neopets account in 2023. I've been seeing a lot of things about the changes that are coming, the new management, and I wanted to try it for myself. This isn't to talk about the changes, it's simply for me to have fun and take a look at how the site is doing. I did start off by creating my username. I went with the username maybe Lola. And then it was time to create my first pet. And I do want to apologize. Silly me could not figure out how to scroll down. I wanted to make a bloomeroo, which wasn't on the screen, but I don't know why it took me so long to figure it out. I thought that it would be funny to show you guys how much I was struggling. I did, however, eventually figure it out after some time. I looked through all the pets just to make sure that a bloomeroo is really what I wanted. And after looking at them, I decided, yes, that's what I wanted to create. So I made her green. And then I decided to give her a cute little blue scarf. And I picked out the name Nayari, which I thought was really pretty, and it wasn't taken. It's not a real name or anything, but I liked it. She likes the wilderness, she likes exploring the land, and she approaches others with caution, just like me, because we both have social anxiety. I picked option B for her stats because movement is the least important in the battle dome, and I created my pet. And there she is. I got my freebies and I headed over to Jelly Neo in order to take a look at the avatars. I wanted to figure out what pets give you avatars that I can adopt from the pound. Reason being is because I needed to adopt starving pets. Why, you may ask? It's because I usually like to start off my account by getting the soup kitchen avatar. That's the one that I've always gotten first in the past. The reason being is because you can have a maximum of 3,000 Neo points in order to be able to eat at the soup kitchen. And later on, I do not want to figure out how to be poor again. So I started off by doing this. However, the pound was being a little annoying. It kept giving me this message, no abandoned pets were found. And a lot of times the view more Neopets button required a few clicks before I could get it to work. So eventually I did give up and I adopted Megan Star 6. At first I didn't want to adopt her because she was a little bit more expensive since she's level 3, but I just sucked it up and I adopted her because I didn't want to keep struggling. And once she was in my possession, she was dying, so that was good. We headed over to the marketplace so that I could go over to the soup kitchen. And I had so much confidence in Megan. I thought it's gonna take one pet, just Megan, and I'm gonna get the avatar. I don't remember ever struggling with it in the past, so I thought maybe Megan and I will stay friends. She will stay on my account forever, and I will take care of her because she got me my avatar. However, the more that I clicked, the less confidence I had in her. She was no longer in the red and the avatar was still not in my possession. And eventually I lost full confidence in her. She was full up. Next one, she was gonna be bloated. And I tried it just to make sure, but no, she couldn't eat anymore. So I went to take her to the beach. She had a nice long walk. And I decided that it was time to part ways. So I went back to the pound. I went to abandon her. I got a happy surprise because I didn't remember about that avatar. I clicked the scary leave me to die button. And I started to click the yellow button. And with each new phrase, my heart would break a little bit. But no, I couldn't forget how Megan betrayed me. She was supposed to give me an avatar and she didn't. So the decision was made and I adopted this Tuscanini as my next victim. I mean, my next pet. But unfortunately, it didn't work. And I started having a war with that OK button. But no matter how much I clicked, or how fast I clicked, it didn't want to work. I even screamed at it a little bit, but it didn't work. So I had to refresh and I had to look for it again. Thankfully, it didn't take too long. And the Tuscanini was in my possession. So it was also dying. We headed to the soup kitchen and it got full and no avatar. I bought myself a lesser spotted fish. I went to my lookup. And then I went to stare at my Tuscanini so that I could get a brand new avatar. And back to the pound we went. Now it was Shaniqua's turn. I thought, this is it. I'm gonna get it now. But Shaniqua was not hungry. How could she not be hungry? She was in the pound. And no, I am not highlighting it to emphasize it to you. I was just in disbelief. I still went to the soup kitchen. I fed her a couple times. I didn't get the avatar though. And so I ended up going to buy a bottled faerie. And I gave it to her so that she could be blessed. And once she was blessed, I got a shiny new avatar and back to the pound. Oh wait, not back to the pound. I was getting poor. So we went to do Trudy's surprise. I was thinking that I was gonna be okay. I wasn't gonna exceed the 3,000 Neo points because when you first spin 2D surprise on a 30-day period, you usually get 1,500 Neo points. However, today I did have very bad luck, terrifyingly bad luck, as you can see. I got 4,000 Neo points. I adopted this bird. I gave it some sludge, but now I needed to become poor in order to be able to go feed a pet at the soup kitchen again. I got a devil puss. I gave it to Nayari, but I was still not poor enough. I went to stare at my devil puss. That way I could get a new avatar. And once I had that avatar, I went back to the pound so that I could adopt this Skeeth. And now I had 2 pets that I was gonna be working on avatars with. I went to buy the Skeeth, a Skeeth cocktail. I do hope very much that no Skeeths were harmed during the making of this. I hope this doesn't make my Skeeth a cannibal, but I did give it the Skeeth cocktail. That way I could get an avatar, and surprisingly I got 2 avatars, which was nice. We went to Tarla's Shop of Mystery. I decided to go with the cheapest item. I did want to become poor, but I did want to maximize the number of avatars that I get, so I got an avatar. Then I went to the Brighton Vale Motory, and I got this happy little Ashmote. I haggled with the shopkeeper a little bit. They didn't like my first offer, so I had to try again. But second offer, they did accept, and I got the avatar. Then I got this crystal ball so that it could tell me my future. And then I started to grind on getting the rest of my avatars. I did have an additional 1,000 Neo points in the bank, so I did have to go a little lower than what you can see on the screen. And so I started grinding and grinding. And after a while, I did end up having to buy 10 dung items so that I could be poor enough. But before getting that avatar, I went back to the soup kitchen, took one try, and I finally got the avatar. I also did get the smelly avatar, but you only saw a quick little clip of it because unfortunately I didn't take a longer one. But to round off my day, I decided to go and play at least one game, and I picked Hassy Bounds. Hassy Bounds and me have very good memories together. It was one of my favorite ones growing up. I would always sit around the computer with my sister and we would play for hours. Well, more like I would play. She was afraid of playing video games, so she just liked to watch me. And I'm not sure why she liked to watch me so much, but she could sit for hours with me and we would just laugh and giggle the whole time. We always thought it was funny when we would hit, or when I would hit something and the Hassies would say blood gross, but most of all we did enjoy the little music that came with it. Unfortunately, I did try to start the soundtrack. It wasn't working. I ended up trying different browsers. I restarted my computer, but nothing would make it work, so I played in sad silence. Mwah, mwah. Anyways, it was still fun to play it. It did bring back good memories, and it's a nice little casual game to round off the day. I didn't score anywhere near enough to get a trophy. I have had the gold trophy in the past, so I will go ahead and try for that in the future. I am not the most amazing at games, though it does take me a little while to work up to them, so I do think it'll take a little bit of time before I can get it, and it does require some luck because you do have to get good berries in order to get a good score. Anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy the video. I did have a lot of fun playing Neopets and looking at everything again and working on some avatars. I will be putting out another video pretty soon, so please do stay tuned for that. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you again in the future. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.